run it up on a nigga. All my pockets getting bigger. She ain't never met a nigga. More money, more realer. Gave her life, new vision. Told that bitch go get it. Told the school we winning. This dog free kittens. And my dogs be vicious. Maybe niggas ain't with it. Call it blade, ain't this. I better check the Sunday niggas. It's not what the rappers stuff is.
Gunshots and gun smoke, we back for another episode of High Society Podcast, episode 89. I'm your host, B-High. We got our host, Saz24 in the building.
What's good, man? What's up?
I see we got a clock. That was always there? Oh, all right, yeah, that's dope. I like that. So, episode 89, High Society Podcast, you know, we back.
We back, baby.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and all that there. You know what I mean?
Do it!
It's week 1 of NFL. NFL, the season starts today, but
My Ravens play tomorrow, baby.
before we get into the football season and everything else that's going on this week, I want to talk about yesterday. We went to how old is Mill? Happy birthday to Mill.
He turned 11.
Turned 11 years old. So we went to basically an 11-year-old birthday party yesterday, and it was interesting, man. Like I don't know if you saw me, but I was doing a lot of just staring at.
I saw you was observing.
Like it was amazing to me to see those kids and how they interact with each other and just
Different temperaments too.
that too. But it was more of the because it don't seem like a long time ago when we was kids, right? To me, in my head, it seemed like it was yesterday. So to see those kids, it reminds me how old I'm getting, how old we getting.
For real.
And it's just amazing, man, because they doing like. I want to ask you a question, because you came in after we was already there. How do you feel about the music that the kids listen to these days?
It was wild. It was wild. It honestly, how I truly feel was just like it was. It's very. They know every word.
Yeah.
At 11 years old, 12 years old, and some of the stuff, is a little vulgar. You know
Definitely
what I mean?
is.
Definitely vulgar. So, to me, I really try to shield my son as much as possible with that. So, it was like a shock a little bit. It was like, oh, these kids know a word. Like, you know what I'm saying? And especially with the dances. It was crazy.
Yeah, like I thought about it, right? Because at first I'm listening to it even before you got there, because they was on the game, they was switching the music. And I'm like, damn, like they really playing Chef G and what's this other guy, 22 G's and I don't even know some of these guys' names, but all of the drill rappers, all of the young drill rappers, the from 16 to 22 age range rappers. But then I'm like, damn, when I was 10 years old though, I was listening, which is well documented on here, I was listening to DMX. So it's like, is it really a difference though?
I say it's a difference in the sense where they wasn't playing that at little functions that we would go to. You know what I mean?
Oh, you saying like yeah, because I definitely had the wasn't nobody playing that at my birthday party. I get what you're saying.
No, they wasn't doing that.
It wasn't like a accepted thing. Like, do you think that got something to do with us, like as parents? Because
I think so.
Like it was cool though. Like I don't know, man. I don't know how to put it, because it's like we allow it though. Like, do we allow it because of the music we listen to though?
Sometimes it's an opinion of like, yo, they gonna hear it one way or the other.
They definitely gonna shit. They know the words.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know my son listened to all of that. Like, I didn't know he knew all the words to them certain songs and shit like that. But it's like, my father ain't know I knew the DMX, and then it was X album either though.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So like, I think parents now is like, either they're gonna listen it with me and understand that you can't do that, you can't say those words or whatever the case may be.
Oh, they were saying the words
willingly, like coming out in public and saying that you could do it with me.
Yeah.
Some parents feel comfortable whether you could do it with me, come to me first type stuff, home base.
Cause they saying, I'm like, they don't know what the fuck
they was saying
about.
Ops. They was saying, oh man.
Yeah, they going all the way with it, man.
And then did you see the little kids is playing Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah. I mean,
it was a little 4-year-old. He knew exactly what to do. He said, I'm going to take this lady's car, and then I'm going to get out the car and I beat up and take the money and make sure nobody snitch on me, and then I'm going to get back in the car. I said, what the fuck? How old are you, man? He said, I'm 4.
Yeah, this is the next generation, man.
Yo, he knew exactly how to get away with armed robbery, dog.
It's the next generation, man. I just hope they, nah, man, I hope they realize cause that shit ain't real. Like,
yeah, separation of reality and fiction, right?
Yeah, like I hope they able to, you know what I mean, steer them in the right way and see what's really real and what's not. Cause the music, it's entertainment. It's cool as long as you don't act out there trying to apply the shit people saying to your real life. Because the music is imitating life.
Yeah.
So just remember that this is real life out here and not a rap video.
And be careful with listening to some of them dances and all that other stuff, man. A lot of that stuff is like
I get what you're saying. The dances too, but then again, I thought about that too, and I'm like, yo, when we was young, it was pop locking,
Harlem Shake. But like now, they got like a lot of stuff that's have no, with your sexuality. I have nothing against that. But however,
it's like gender neutral. I get what you're saying. Like
it's
the dances is
extremely gender neutral. It's really no male or boy specifically doing that. You know what I mean? As far as just like, yo, you could just do it if you like to dance. You know what I mean? Which is like
because it was a separation it was a separation between. Well, back in the day, dudes it wasn't cool to dance and shit like. But it was a separation between dances that girls do and dances that guys might, you know what I mean? A quick little 2-step. That was all you get. But, I mean, shit. I don't know. It's a new thing, man.
You cannot forget about the Ematic Force now. That had in North.
I know. Shit, shout out to them niggas, man.
Ematic Force.
Niggas.
But at the same time, let's now fast forward to present time.
I was about to say, who the fuck is that? That shit, you
a lot of those,
back with that.
Exactly. A lot of those brothers, unfortunately, didn't really capitalize on the opportunities that they had. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because pop locking, like that shit died. Like, nobody really pop locked.
But they had a chance to pattern that whole club music
with
scene.
The Jersey shit.
Yeah, and they never did it.
A few of those guys are actually trying to transition into music, I think.
Yeah.
They trying to transition into music and bring some of them old elements of the dancing into it as well. Like, I know a few guys who was in the band, like my man Vern. Shout out to Vern. He was one of the lead trumpet players in the band. He was like the lead guy. He had the solo shit in the band and all that.
He was nice with it.
Yeah, like, and he been doing instruments since he was a kid. You feel me? Like, and now he do music. He transferred that into music, and he got music out and all that. So actually, we might play that on here as the artist spotlight. My man Vern, shout out to Vern. But yeah, man, we got the NFL season. You know what I mean? By the time y'all see this, it would have started already. It'd be yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But it started though. We kicked it off. My team, Dallas Cowboys. We kicked it off Thursday against the defending champion Tampa Bay Bucks. You know, this conversation, I wish Hess 973 was here because he's a Tampa Bay Bucks fan.
Oh man.
But you know, I like what I seen out of my team.
They gave Tom Brady too much time.
They did give him too much time, but before the 1 minute it got down to there, I believe that we did enough to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
If the field goal kicker would have made them kicks, we would have won. But you know, like you just said, you can't leave Tom Brady with a minute and a half to go, no matter how many timeouts he have.
He's a thinker, man. This man is like he has transcended. Like he knows he's nice with his skills. He got that. Now he's on a whole different level than a lot of players, majority of the players, because he's been playing for so long, and also now it's like you go to that different level. You start now playing the game through your mind.
Yeah.
And when you get to that level with
everything else is muscle memory for him.
Yo, bro, you're ahead of everybody.
Cause like, all right, week 4, he's going back up to Foxborough, right, to go against his old team who he played with for 20 years. Bill Belichick, who's been his coach for 20 years. He's going back up there to play week 4. That's gonna be like a mini Super Bowl. Everybody gonna tune into that game.
Yeah, I don't like how they did my man Cam Newton on Patriots. That's some fucked up. That was a little
we could get to Cam Newton, but this the thing, right? He going against a guy who's 22 years old or whatever. He's 20 years his elder. And he's old enough to be this guy, Mac Jones' father, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that amount of knowledge you have from 20 years of playing the game is just unmatched. And like, I believe, like being a quarterback and being as good as he is, I believe he could go way longer than, let's say, like like LeBron James can go. Mm-hmm. Even though we've seen LeBron James transcend anything we knew about Father Time, Tom Brady, I believe, can even take that even further. Just because, even though football is more physical than basketball, Tom Brady don't have to worry about running. Mm-hmm. He's not gonna run. He's gonna slide around in the pocket, get rid of the ball. If you hit him, it's gonna be too late, and you're gonna get a flag. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna think twice about doing it again. He's gonna be able to sustain longevity for a longer time, I believe.
Yeah, and this is a lot of the things that he does off the field. I think that's a big factor.
But don't he look like a regular guy off the field? Like when you just see him in his regular clothes, he just look like a regular 44-year-old guy.
Of course. But you see, that's the thing about sports in a sense. Like, it really be the kids, like, it be the people that you won't even expect. Sometimes it is, sometimes not. Like, for instance, my son had a basketball game Saturday. It was this little fat, chubby kid, bro. Swear to God, you would not even think he played basketball.
Yeah, he was nice.
Had 32.
That remind me of
easy. Everybody was just looking at him like, yo, God, like step back three, James Harden type shit. Like
that remind me of back in the day. I went to a basketball camp, Rutgers, Newark, at the Dome downtown, and it was a kid from Nutley, a white kid, no sizzle to his game at all, no flashy. See, you know, in the hood. We like to look, you know what I mean? We like to sizzle. Even if we not nice, we like to look like we nice. You feel me? We like to make the little exaggerated crossovers and add a little sizzle. This kid had no sizzle whatsoever, but he was the MVP of the summer camp.
Knock that shit down, real fundamental.
With just rebounds and little corny-ass layups, but nobody could stop it. The fundamentals was crazy. Like, I'm surprised if that kid ain't coaching or something like that somewhere. I don't think he would have made the NBA, but he was. I mean, as far as that camp, and you would have never thought he was that good, but he was good.
Yeah, man. And that's why I say Tom Brady's on like that, like mastery level with fundamentals.
Yeah,
he mastered it.
If you look at his NFL combine back when he first got into the league, I'm like, nah, this guy. You look at this guy, you're like, nah, he's not gonna make it. He's not athletic at all. Not like a Cam Newton, like how you said, you know, and they cut Cam Newton. Like you feel like they did Cam Newton. I feel like they gave him an opportunity. And his opportunity was just exhausted. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's like a double-edged sword. Like I think the line is short for Cam Newton in the NFL. Like they're not gonna take too much bullshit.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing a lot of bullshit. But then at the same time, you know, it's only a few black African Americans in the league as far as quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Help the brother out, right? We don't know what he's involved in, but get him linked up to some therapy. Get him linked up to something instead of just discarding him. Like
I don't think it's a. It could be a therapy issue, like a mental health issue with him, but I don't think that's affecting his ability to play and get on the team. Somebody said something a long time ago about Cam Newton. They said he will be the most hated NFL player because, you know, the quarterbacks are traditionally a white spot, like for white players and shit like that, as far as quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. But, you know, he came in the league and he pretty much broke the mold on everything we knew about quarterbacks. Even though we had Michael Vicks and things like that before him, he was dominating when Cam Newton first came in as a young guy, and it was just like people didn't think that they wanted him to succeed, and his personality, and you know, like look at Mike Vick, man, they took the spirit right out of him with that dog fighting shit. Yeah, he not the same flashy Michael Vick as he was, unapologetic, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. But, you know, a lot of times, though, I say it goes back to, unfortunately, a lot of our black athletes that have reached certain heights and stuff, they got there without learning a valuable lesson of discipline, bro. Like, it don't be really having that, like, discipline equaling to your success. You feel me?
What you saying? Because they so talented.
They so talented.
And it was just some shit came so easy for them.
They just moving up. They moving up. But they never really developed that discipline to keep them in the same realm as Tom Brady's, as the LeBron James.
LeBron did though, because he came in, he leveled up, everything came easy for him.
And discipline. But he had discipline.
I believe that's it's being grateful as well.
That too.
It's knowing that your life could be something else. Mm-hmm. And that I'm going to be grateful for this opportunity. I'm going to take advantage every single day. Because a year 19 that LeBron is in, I mean, nobody would hold him accountable. Nobody would look at him different if he took off season off and didn't really train as much as he did. Or he didn't spend the $2 million on his recovery and training during the off season. I mean, you've been doing it for this long. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody like, all right, he deserved a cheat day. You feel what I'm saying? That's why ain't nobody really getting mad about him getting injured, because it's like, all right, it's cool. Like, he deserved a break. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But he still take it as serious as he did year one.
Word.
You feel what I'm saying?
And you said a good point. He put $2 million in his body as far as recovery and health. Tom Brady does the same thing. If you look at how these great athletes continue to have longevity, they put money in their body, man. They got the best stuff to help them recover. They eating the best stuff. They're doing it, the things input equals output. They're doing the things to have a great output. Yeah. You don't see that from athletes, bro. I could tell you that now.
I think it's rubbing off.
John
like
Wall.
That shit rubbing off on like players like Anthony Davis and
the younger players.
Yeah, hopefully it'll rub off on, hopefully Russell Westbrook could come in there and change his mentality a little bit and be more of a team, because like his athletic ability and his want to is not in question. What is in question is his fashion choices. Russell Westbrook is
he can't dress at all. That motherfucker.
I wouldn't say he can't dress. I would say
he can't match up.
I wouldn't wear it. I'm gonna just say that. I wouldn't say, because look, right, this is the thing. Crazy. I get it, right? You rich. You play basketball, so you don't have you have a lot of time on your hands, especially during the off season. Even during the season, if you're not playing basketball and recovering, you know what I mean? Like what else are you really doing? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta find a way to express yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And they can't really say too much on social media, or if you don't do music, it's like, how do you express yourself, right? How do you get people to see your personality? So they start coming to the games like a fashion show. Everybody dressed in some crazy outfits, and I think it's just a thing of trying to one up each other.
That's
trying to be the most, trying to have the weirdest, coolest outfit that everybody gonna talk about. You feel what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff, I'm like, all right, that's cool. He wore the reflective cameraman jacket and all that, but this picture we got up here, he got, oh man, what is that, bro? That's a dress, right? It's a skirt. It's a skirt. Oh, man. That would be called a skirt.
That's a skirt.
And then up top, it's like a cardigan blouse type of thing.
It's a full gown skirt. Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't have his undershirt. That makes it even worse for me.
It seems like he even has the puffers underneath the dress.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. And he got green hair.
Damn.
He got green hair. Yeah, that's wild. Russell Westbrook, I don't think he's gay or nothing like that.
Dang, he messing with too many white girls. I'm playing.
Nah, he got a wife. He got kids. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Hey, to each his own, but you look crazy, brother. You look crazy.
I wonder what his wife thinks of that. Like, I wonder. Because you from L.A. Russell Westbrook, you could take the picture down. Russell Westbrook is from L.A., and, he's actually from this area. This shirt I have on, right? And guys in that area don't dress like that.
No, not at all.
So, like, where do you get it from? That's what I want to know. Like, where does that come from? It's a form of expression, right?
And get people to talk about you.
I guess that's what we want. We talking about it right now.
Exactly. You wear a dress, nigga, and you an NBA star. Yeah, we gonna talk about you.
I guess that's. But you think that's influencing the kids to wear Cause it's like, man.
Oh, these kids is all influenced, bro.
But I haven't seen kids walk around with dresses though.
Nah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Nah, haven't. I'm
Not
glad.
in real life. I see it on TV. I see it with the rappers, and Kanye was the first person to wear like a kilt type thing. And if it was a kilt, all right, cool. But that looked like a kilt, but it's not like the colors. It's a fucking dress.
Yeah, it's a dress. Had puffers.
Shit is crazy, man. So like, I don't know. Shout out to Russell Westbrook though. I hope the Lakers bring home a championship.
Yo,
as long as
he needs to, please.
As long as it's not against the Philadelphia 76ers. I would like to see the Lakers win a championship. But let's get into some music this week. You know, first of all, how you like because when we talked about the Drake album last week, I only listened to it like one listen. I only was able to get through it. Being that you had a whole nother week to digest the album, how you feel about it now?
I really enjoy it, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the album. I definitely, to my opinion, it is better than Kanye West album. I can't listen to Kanye West album for so long, like too long. With Drake, I could let the whole track list play out while I'm cleaning the room. So, you know what I mean? I can vibe out like that.
What Drake did, which I thought that he wasn't gonna do because of the title of the album, Certified Lover Boy. I'm thinking
he spit.
I'm thinking it's a lot of love songs. I mean, it's called Certified Lover Boy, but he really proved something to me. Now whether he wrote the shit or not, that's irrelevant at this point. But the bars he was spit, he really proved something. It seemed like he actually like solidifying his spot. Like he's saying, Kanye, move out the way. He's saying, Kendrick, we haven't seen a good effort from you in a long time. I hear these shots, man. I'm hearing the shots. It's subliminal. You know, you learn from Jay-Z the best when it comes to subliminal shots. But I hear them. And another thing, I noticed that Jay-Z, you know, he's sending subliminal shots on his verse as well. And he always do it on someone else's track.
Of course.
I don't know what's the strategy behind it. Is it like trying to get the person involved or try to draw a line in the sand? Like, I don't know what's the logic behind it, but he always does it.
Yeah. Whenever
he does a feature, he send a shot at somebody. Like if you want to diss somebody, he gonna do it on somebody else's song.
But he's capo. Like he's the, you know what I mean? Like he's like the head of the class in the whole hip hop game in a sense. Like he the president. You know what I mean? So in his mind, he like, this is how I'm getting my message out on somebody else's feature.
But is it a thing though? Like all right, let's say I got a problem with somebody in the other room over there, and I'm making a diss track. I want to diss him in music, but I do it on your song. Is that a way of me trying to get you involved, or?
I don't know his mindset with that. At the same time, it can go either way. You feel me? But I just think he's like Presidente.
Because if it was me, if Hov keep dissing me on somebody else's song, I'm shooting back at both of y'all, man. Because you let it out. But then again, Dame Dash doesn't rap, so.
Exactly. And then he did it on Drake's feature. You know what I mean? Like that Drake, that boy. He that boy, man.
Yeah, he's definitely talking about Dame Dash. I don't know like who tried to kill him or nothing like that, but besides that, he's talking like, you know, the value, you know, the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Yeah, he's talking about Dame Dash. Mm-hmm. The whole NFT thing, you know, they went through that recently. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I could pull from it. But then you got Drake, right? And I think he's sending subliminal shots, even though they made up at Meek Mill on the Rick Ross joint. You know, y'all thought it was finished. Y'all really wanted to see me down and all this shit. I'm just saying, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into this shit. I think he dissed Meek Mill, Kanye West, and Kendrick Lamar. I think those were Meek Mill to the lesser degree because they kind of made up. Mm-hmm. But definitely Kanye and Kendrick. I think that those raps is really shooting for those guys.
Yeah, man. And you know, I think that's good for hip hop.
It definitely is, but somebody gotta. It's like it feel like they just handing it to him, like, cause if you remember back, it was like a race to the top between Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. Mm-hmm. it kind of seemed like they just said, "Here, man, just go." It kind of seemed like they just handed it to him. Like, it kind of seemed like they just didn't really want to compete. And then Kendrick says in the Control verse that he want to compete and he try to make sure that fans never heard of you. But then you disappeared for 5 years. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the logic.
But you know, everybody like I feel as though, right, especially at that level, not everybody wanted to be a celebrity. Not everybody wanted to be like, you feel me? I feel like Drake, he was born to do
be,
this.
yeah,
like in the limelight. Like he was born, like he don't have an issue with it. You feel me? You see Drake more and more, NBA, this. Like he's attached himself to a lot of different mainstreams. Now let's talk about Kendrick. Let's talk about J. Cole. Have they done that? No. And that maybe they don't like doing that.
Yeah, he said he didn't have a phone. He did like a little memoir saying he didn't have his phone for months at a time.
You feel me?
But you don't have to be on social media and have your phone and deal with corporate brands and collab with Nike to compete in hip hop. That you don't have. You could disappear and do everything you do. All I'm saying is go to the studio at the end of the day and put music out and talk to these niggas. Talk to this nigga, because it's like you letting these niggas run away with it. And what's gonna happen is if they keep allowing this to happen, history is writing itself. As we live it, the history is writing itself. So when it's all over and you be like, all right, I'm ready now. I'm ready to compete and get you up out of here. It's gonna be over.
He already got 6 albums out.
It's already over.
Gone.
It's like you already Michael Jordan. You already won 6 rings. It's over already.
But see that, but like what we're talking about is actually history, right? It's the great ones, the real rare ones that separate themselves by the work ethic. You know what I mean? And consistently just putting shit out and consistently being on top.
Some people will say Drake has help. That's why he could do this. That's why he could put out so many songs and put out an album a year or every 2 years or whatever. And you know, I don't know.
Michael Jordan had help. Derek Jeter had help. You feel me?
That's a little different though. That's a sport. It's like you have to have help with sport. You can't play a baseball game by yourself. But you need to
have a dope ass producer. You need to have a dope ass.
No, I'm talking about writers, not as far as producers and helpers. Not as far as producers and engineers, because that's part of the team. You need that there. But I'm talking about as far as somebody writing your rhymes for you.
Yeah, but that already been established with Drake.
I mean, he did say that y'all sit back and let me take the rap on that Casper the Ghost shit. At the same time, y'all finding all the loopholes. He said some slick shit like that in one of them songs. So I don't know, but he's kind of denying it there, if you ask me.
Hey man, he gonna do what he gonna do, bro. Drake has put out so much of the successful energy, bro. He could have somebody write his whole album next time he come out.
Nobody cares though. Like the kids that we were just talking about,
they don't care about
they don't care about that. That's definitely a lost part of hip hop. You know, Jay-Z had a line. I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. I was just watching an interview with Grandmaster Caz on Drink Champs. One of the originators of hip hop. If it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't be sitting here right now having a show, having something to talk about. And, you know, it was a nice line because, you know, these guys are the guys who actually created hip hop. But they wasn't making records. They was doing hip hop. Having parties, breakdancing, rapping, DJing, graffitiing, things of that nature, the elements, you know. And they didn't care about making records. Like, they didn't look at it that way. They didn't see. You know how they say, have you ever thought hip hop would make it this far? They didn't know that hip hop would make it this far.
To $1 billion corporation.
Multi-trillion, if you ask me.
Trillions.
They hiding money. It's trillions out there when it come to rap music. Rap music is the biggest genre of music, if you ask me. Like, you go to these festivals and when they got multiple days, Hip Hop Day is always the most packed. Which they got one in Newark today. They actually are having a Lincoln Park joint.
Okay.
But what I was saying, Grandmaster Caz, he was just saying how, you know, those guys, he wished they would have been able to foresee what was to come. They would have started a union and they would have been able to, capitalize off something that they put together. Like these guys are the forefathers of this. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's still a good conversation to continue to have, because I think a union for hip hop would be best, right? We talked about it in the past shows, like to deal with these deaths, right,
Yeah.
or these older hip hop legends. To be able to make sure they're on a right health task and they okay, they get a certain stipend. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
because there ain't no pension. Like hip hop, you a private contractor. There's no pension, no retirement plan,
none
no
of that stuff. So
dental health care, none of that. All that shit you gotta handle on your own.
mm-hmm.
And if you fuck up, you know what I mean? You end up like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jewels, but you see what happened to him. You know what I mean? Kid said it. Niggas go to jail just to get their teeth fixed, man. Shout out to Jewels, though. I like Jewels, man.
But for real, though, bro. So I think that, that's a conversation that's still a dialogue that still needs to get pushed. Still needs to be, and Grandmaster, I think he the best person to do it, to start it.
Yeah, that's a dope interview. He told us the definition, not definition, but the origin of the word hip hop.
Mm.
It came from damn, what the fuck he say? I forget what he say, but it was just basically came from damn, I want to say it so bad, but I forget. Anyway, never mind. Let's move on because I can't remember. But they had I had seen somebody told me that they had vandalized Pop Smoke's gravesite.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they try to break in there and take his body. Like, he in one of those wall.
The mausoleum joints.
Yeah, where they got, got his name and
I
stuff.
think that's the name of it, yeah.
And
you talking about the wall where they like...
Yeah.
I give you, I'm not sure that's called I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, so yeah, they really try to steal him, bro. They broke into the shit and everything. They wasn't able to take his body. That's, thank God, but that shit's just crazy, man.
So they tried to, well, baby, you a mummified corpse at that point.
Like, so as you see right here, I don't know. I'm showing
just read it off.
You know what I mean? They really just try to destroy his whole shit. As far as the mausoleum, the outer wall was smashed, and just the flowers scattered in front. It was just all messed up.
See, this is my thing, right? This is my thing when it comes to that. I get it, cause when you pass away, right? Kid said this in a rhyme. Why is the dead man always right? That's a powerful line, because we do look at it like that. We look at the person who died, and we just erase everything they did in life. And we say, this guy, especially if we like this guy. But at the end of the day, this is no excuse for these guys. I think what they did is that's disgusting. Me personally, doing some shit like that. I don't give a fuck if you my enemy or not. I'm not disrespecting no gravesite in that manner. The most I do is just not go over there, like not acknowledge it. You feel what I'm saying? If it's that serious. But I lost my train of thought. But yeah.
But that's that hate though, bro. Like, as you look at it, what does the radio play all day, every day for the past, year and a half?
And you got Pop. People like I don't know what he did in the streets. I don't know if he was a real street guy or not, but you from Brooklyn, so you got enemies and you got people who don't like you. You said things about people, dead people in music, even though he didn't do it as much as some of his contemporaries and the guys on his side did. Because, he blew up kind of quick. His first song, really, that's the first song I ever heard from him, Welcome to the Party. It was up. I didn't hear like a build up. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of rappers, you see him grinding for a while, then they get the big success hit record and all that. I just heard the hit record.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I'm pretty sure he did things before that. But it's like, I don't know where, like, they get this shit from Chicago. The whole disrespecting of the dead ops and all that type of shit. I just think we should leave that type of shit where it comes from. If niggas in Chicago want to do that, cool. That's their thing. I don't think people should be channeling that type of energy.
No, it's worse than animals, man.
Like, you don't know what type of thing. Like, you in graveside. I don't play with shit like that. That's just me. I don't play with shit like that. Like, I don't know I don't know what type of forces is on the other. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what type of karma that bring and all that. I don't play with that type of shit.
Because that's just, inviting negative energy. You can say it's karma, you can say it's consequences, whatever, but it's just negative energy. And that's
the nigga already dead. What's the point?
Exactly.
It's like you trying to make a statement, you trying to get some attention.
Which they did. And unfortunately it's all over the internet. We're talking about it.
But what is that gonna do for you though? Like is it you getting people to talk about it? Nobody is not talking about it in a good light. Nobody's gonna go listen to your music because of it. You're not gonna get a record deal because of it. A movie, like what
if
is
anything, you get shunned out the industry because of that.
And Target put on your back from his family and friends. So like, what's the point? I don't get it.
Yeah, man.
Like we seen what happened. Allegedly, the guy pissed on somebody's grave in Chicago. Rest in peace to his daughter. But supposedly that's one of the reasons why them guys did that in that McDonald's drive-thru.
I know.
It's like I don't know, man.
It's like hate for hate. You feel me?
It's definitely hate for hate, tit for tat type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how we could fix that. I don't know. I really don't.
Yo, real talk. As we was just starting, in the opening show, we was talking about the youth. To be honest with you, it starts with them. Like it starts with teaching them the right morals and how to be respectful in certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like it starts with them first. Cause be honest with as adults, we gone.
But see, that's the biggest problem with the prison system, right? Because so many fathers are not in the house, are not around. So what happens is we see, like, I notice certain things, like when it comes to men authority figures, right? Whether it's teachers, whether it's your father, whether it's uncles, grandfathers, cousins, whatever it is, I believe they have they have a larger voice in the household than a woman could have, in my opinion. Even if your kids, even if they love their mother and all that, it's a difference. Like kids don't listen to their mother as much as they would listen to a male figure.
It's just that distinctful voice. It's that voice. It's something I can't even explain it.
Like, all right, for example, my wife, she called my daughter 3-4 times in a row. She act like she don't even hear her sometimes. I call her one time. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
It's not because she's afraid of me. I never whooped my kid in my life. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. And even like with the teacher, she has a male teacher for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I even see even now, like even though it's still early, she's doing a little bit better with the male teacher. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's I don't know what that is.
Yo, like
but the people who responsible for this mass incarceration and took all these fathers out of the homes, they understand exactly what that does to the psyche and all that. They have that information. They understand exactly what it does, and that's the reason why they do it. It's the reason why they give the women the money to you know what I mean? You can stay here, rent free, we'll pay for it. But that nigga, he can't live here.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta stay away. And you have to, not only can he live here, if you want these food stamps, you gotta put him on child support.
Yep. And that's
how it works.
Man, that child support stuff is terrible, man.
But they make the woman put you on child support if they want help.
Yeah. It's a vicious cycle, man. One of my homies, man, shit, man. When his child mother, man, moved to New Mexico.
That child support shit brutal, man.
Thank God. Got married, went to New Mexico, and put him on child support. So now this brother is paying for a whole nother family. His daughter got a whole new family. He paying for that. Ain't that some shit? That's some shit, man. You know what I mean? But like it goes back to Bible, it go back to just physics, right? If you got a snake and the body is following the head and you cut the head off, what the body gonna do?
It's gonna die.
It's gonna start wiggling, gonna go crazy, and then it's
gonna haywire.
Haywire. That's the same thing,
no
bro.
Structure. No structure.
You cut the head is the father, the head is the male. You take that away from the household, everything else gonna go crazy.
I could even go deep on that conversation, but that could be for another time. But last night live, you know who Dr. Umar Johnson is?
Yeah.
Dr. Umar Johnson, he's an interesting guy, right? Very intelligent brother. speaks very well.
Intense energy, definitely.
Intense energy. I hate the fact that he keeps repeating himself a lot, but I don't know. That's just the way he talk. That's just like an annoying thing. You know what I mean? But he been saving up money. Not saving up money, but he been receiving donations for a school, the FDMG school, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey High School in Williamton, Delaware. Yeah, somewhere in Delaware. You know, this has been going on for like 10 years. I think he said he raised $700,000. There was a bunch of delays and things, but he got the building. Now it's still a bunch of delay. Like, people starting to say he's stealing money. People calling him a scammer. You know, they even did an interview with his father. His father had some questions, and people really losing faith in him. And I'm disappointed in it because it's a brilliant idea what he's doing, and it's what he's doing. If it's really coming from the right place, then yeah, it needs to be done. We need to be giving this man some money to get this together. If this is the genuine agenda, you feel what I'm saying? But it seemed like it been like too long though. Like
it been years, man.
Yeah, like it's been 10 years. Like it's been too long for you not to open the school. And when you have people like Lord Jamar, who has a father-in-law who opened up a independent school of his own in Brooklyn, willing to give you some advice and help. And when I see you don't take that olive branch and at least hear him out, when you're trying to, or somebody who's successfully done something you're trying to do, when you don't even want to hear the information, I raise an eyebrow at that. And when you just constantly ask for donations, and it's like we not getting any real results. We getting little tidbits here and there.
Little sprinkles, yeah.
You know what I mean? I even get skeptical. And I don't believe he's stealing money. I believe that he is just a guy, a very ambitious guy who's very smart. He's a scholar, doctorate degrees and all that when it comes to things of that nature, and being a school psychologist and principal and all the things he say he does. But when it comes to building an actual school, I believe he was in a little bit over his head. He kind of, you know how you get some money, you excited, you know what I mean? You want to go out and buy a new car, you ready to go get this car, and you end up buying something, and it just came with some problems that you ain't see because you was blinded by the excitement. You feel what I'm saying?
So
everybody did it. I believe he was just blinded by the excitement of actually doing it and proving people wrong, and a bit of pride and ego is in the way now because
I was gonna hit on.
Yeah, because now that you don't see that. I mean, I don't think he's in over his head. You know, things happen. You got to lift up floors, piping and shit like that. Like,
how's his response now that it's been such a long delayed, and you know you're getting a lot of negative.
People see, and this is another red flag for me, is when people ask him about it. It's not a red flag as far as stealing money, but just being defensive. Very defensive and standoffish. Like we said, if he was here, we have a regular conversation about anything else. He's fluent, just talking, everything. If you ask him a question about that, he digress a little bit. He pull it back a little bit, and he gonna hit you with the you know, sometimes you get tired of answering the same thing 51 million times and all that. He gonna hit you with that first, and you know what I mean? He give you like a disclaimer before you answer the question. And that's a bit of a red flag for me. I just think he in over his head, and he talks so much shit that now the pride and ego gets in the way, and now you can't ask for help. So now you got to keep up little lies here and there until you actually could get it to where you need it to be.
Yeah, man. I truly believe that. You know, and I believe that. I don't know his life. I don't know anything, right? I don't know anything about Dr. Umar. I know he's an intelligent being. One thing I do know, before God gets you ready for that blessing or whatever that he put that passion on you in your heart, if you do not fix those certain negative traits about yourself, it won't get done. I swear, bro, it's like clockwork, bro. You gotta look like, so when I say it's ego, right? Pride, that might have been there before that man even did this.
I get what you're saying.
You feel me? Like it's been probably high already. You feel me? So now it's something that he didn't work on possibly. I don't know this man, but I just know it's things like that delay blessings later on. You feel me?
Cause his own father spoke out. His own father did an interview, and it's him and his father. I guess they don't speak or whatever. But his own father did an interview, and I believe his father because his father didn't go on there, and even though they don't speak, he didn't go on there and bash his son and say, "Oh, he's stealing money. Y'all shouldn't mess with him." And he went on there as a donor because he actually donated money, and he went on there very objective and just right down the line and fair. Like, look, I don't believe he's stealing money. Nobody ever showed me no proof he's stealing money. I just believe basically he basically said he in over his head, he think, and he believe he's gonna get it done, but it's also questions that he need to answer to the donors, and he doesn't feel that he's being fair and transparent in that aspect of actually people who paid their money, who donated their money. They want, some transparency. They want to know what's going on.
Yeah, they want to see what that money is gonna do.
And it's a lot of, and people on the internet, they put together these montage videos and they catch you in all type of lies and shit, like
the twitch out your left eye and shit.
No, I'm talking about like out of things you actually say, like that's why you can't be on these Instagram lives and just saying a bunch of shit. Cause somebody, if you get big enough in this big enough situation, they gonna put it together and they gonna catch all your lies. All your lies, they gonna catch it.
Hell yeah.
Never fails, man. Internet is a crazy place.
I wish that brother a success though, man, because like
I
you
hope
said,
he get it, yeah.
The genuine thought of it, and if that's truly what he's trying to push, that's needed.
It's definitely needed. It's definitely needed. And I hope he actually get it up and running and actually prove all the people wrong. I seen him on Instagram Live last night. He actually got married at the school. I think they was there. That was dope to see. But, everybody in the comments just like, nah, this is fake. They didn't believe it at all.
Yeah, man, that's that social media shit.
They didn't believe it at all, man.
Yeah,
but,
man.
Who you got for this week? Who your team playing, man?
Ravens, baby.
Ravens. Actually, the game started right now.
Playing the Raiders. Monday night.
Oh, y'all play tomorrow night.
Monday night, playing the Raiders, baby. You know what I mean? I know it's gonna be at Las Vegas, I think. So it's like the first home game. So this shit about to be big. I know Ice Cube and Too Short, and these niggas about to have a Neo. They got an anthem coming out for the Raiders. So.
Oh, cause what they got in? So they went to Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, they lost. So Ice Cube and Too Short, they always love the Raiders and shit. They've been fucking with them.
Oh yeah, cause I get
Oakland, but now I guess because they're in Las Vegas and Neo's from Las Vegas. That's his hometown.
Okay.
So now I guess they putting the anthem. That's the only team in the NFL that every time, no matter what decade, bro, they always got like an anthem, bro. If you look at it, the 80s they had an anthem, 90s they had an anthem. They get an anthem every time. What other NFL team get anthems, bro? By artists.
The Buffalo Bills got one.
Okay.
Recently because of the whole Benny the Butcher and Griselda movement. But besides that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Raiders. They always they be getting it, man. So yeah, man. What about your team? I know you took an L.
Yeah,
Thursday,
but you know what I mean. If it ever was a moral victory in football,
that was a moral victory.
I'll take it. Cause look, this is the thing. I knew we was gonna lose. I suspected we was gonna lose. Everybody did. Maybe going against the defending champs opening night in Tampa Bay. It's like on banner night. Like they raising their banners in the stadium. They getting their rings that night.
That energy.
And you going against perhaps the greatest quarterback to ever live, even at 44. And on top of that, Dak Prescott hasn't played football in 11 months, which he showed no signs of. But before that, you don't know that. Mm-hmm. He hasn't played. None of our starters played any preseason. So it's like I expected us to get smoked, actually.
Oh, yeah? You ain't had no faith in your team like that?
I had enough faith to actually wanted the I was going to put down like a little bet, some FanDuel shit.
Okay.
Because they gave us 7.5 points. So I was going to do it just because I knew it was going to be a big payout. And I'm like, shit, what if?
Yeah.
And that what if came true. If I would have did it, I would have won. Because they only lost by 2 points.
Dang.
I got too caught up, and by the time I was about to do it, the game had came on already.
Man.
It's all good. But, yeah, like we played very good, very well, and we actually had a chance to win the game. See, this is the thing with Tom Brady. You can't, not only, we talked about this earlier, but not only can you not give him time. When you get in the red zone, you have to score touchdowns. And if you don't score touchdowns, if you kick the field goal, you have to make them.
Have to. Can't even miss one.
You have to make every opportunity you have to, cause he's a killer, man. He's gonna come back. If you leave him some time on that clock at the end, I seen him do it so many times. He's gonna come back. He's gonna find a way.
Yeah.
He makes the game look very easy. He makes it look easy. You see some quarterbacks back there, man. They look like they struggling. Like even if they doing
They panicking and shit. Yeah.
Even if they doing good, you can see it's not coming as easy.
They rush the snaps. I see that shit.
He just very poised back there, and it just comes very easy to him, man. It's just 44 years old, man. That shit is amazing.
Yeah, for real. I even have complaints about Lamar Jackson, man. Like he rushed the snaps a lot. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that composure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe because he's a runner, in a sense, but in the same time, as a quarterback, you're not gonna get far with running, boy. That's why I hope he changes. You know what I mean? Because Lamar, you gotta throw that thing, bro.
He gotta become.
Throw it.
He gotta become more of a pocket quarterback.
He has to. You're not gonna survive in the NFL like that.
But see, the thing is, hold on, I'm just trying to like this thing.
Oh my God! Look at those melons over there.
All right. That's the artist spotlight. We gonna play my man joint, but yeah, we talking Lamar Jackson. He got to become more of a pocket passer in order to actually do some real damage in the NFL. Because running quarterbacks, you could get away with it. You get away with a lot of regular season success.
Yeah, but when that playoffs,
it gets a little rough. You're gonna have to throw the ball.
Defense lock up.
Yeah, because like they game planning for you and only you. They focus and it's, you know what I mean? It's just like the fucking NBA finals and the playoffs. You got to get tuned in. Like that's why half court offense come into play.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just fast break all the time. You got to run them sets and shit like that. So it get interesting, man.
It do, man. It do. It really do.
Sports is definitely sports.
Yo, you heard this nigga Fabio Foreign?
I like Fabio. What happened?
He about to have Kanye produce his album.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
He said Kanye West compared Fabio Foreign to Jay-Z.
Nah, see, he's smoking something.
After Donna verse.
No, he's smoking something. Let me tell you, I heard the joint. Now, Kanye, we didn't talk about Donda. You're right. Real quick, because we only got a couple minutes. But Donda is not... Donda album, it was cool when I can't really go back to it.
Mm-mm.
It was a cool thing to listen to see what was going on, but that's not something I'm going to keep going back to. The Drake joint I've been listening to all week. It is what it is. I feel like it's a better album. It's more traditional to what we... You know what I mean? The Donda could be ahead of his time. I don't know. Sometimes he do that. 808s and Heartbreaks was ahead of his time.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Only time will tell. But the 5-year foreign joints you just talking about, it was cool. It was he did the whole trap beat, the London trap beat thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He put that in there, that little sound. I'm not even sure what it is, but I know what it is when I hear it, because they all use it in the beat. It's a sound in the beat they all use.
It's like
I
don't know.
I would have to hear it and point it out to you.
Okay.
But
I know it's like a snare, but
it's a sound that they all use in the drill, London drill scene that's in New York. So he put that in there, which I didn't think he was gonna do. I thought he was gonna have him rapping on some other type shit. But I don't know. Like I don't really care. Like I like when rappers. I like Fabio Foreign. I like his whole style. I think it's different. I actually think he, you know what I mean? I like the shit he say. Like, it's different. He's not spitting no crazy bars or nothing, but it's different. He got his own style. I like that, though. When you start mixing it with things that's not that, it fucks it up to me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, stick with the producers who did Big Drip and the shit that we like you for.
I know. Because when you go with Kanye West on the album, your album, Fabio.
Now, it could prove to... Now, you do want to expand yourself as an artist, because look at G Herbo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the beginning, I didn't really like G Herbo.
This
but now
last album.
I see him, he expanding his beats with his producers. You know, he picking different beats, and he actually rapping. He's saying some shit on them joints. He's definitely saying some shit. Hey, Marv, you got the artist spotlight, right? Magic should, yeah, definitely, man. But before we get out of here, you got anything else you want to get to?
Oh, nah,
we covered
man.
a lot.
We covered a lot, man.
today.
It's good, man.
We covered a lot.
Oh yeah, when that song,
Fat Joe and Ja Rule, yeah, you right. I thought I talked about that last week, but that's something I thought about that we missed last week. Cause we was talking about some other shit. But yeah, Fat Joe and Ja Rule. I got Fat Joe, man.
I got Fat Joe, man. Because
I got Fat Joe. I don't see Ja Rule. I don't see how
he gonna have a lot of features. Shanti gonna have to pop up on the stage.
He gonna need Ashanti. She definitely gonna have to come out because I don't see
Lloyd. He gonna have to need all them niggas.
Nah, it's just no. I don't think he need all of them, but he do need them girls that he probably need to bring Charlie. I don't know, depending on what he do, because they don't do the whole songs though. You don't need to do the whole song. Yeah,
it's clippers.
But yeah, I don't see Ja Rule be. I don't know, man. Fat Joe, Ja Rule was a bigger artist than Fat Joe ever was. At a certain height, like if we say how high did you get and how high did I get, Ja Rule got higher than Fat Joe. The only thing is, Fat Joe stayed in this range his whole career.
And still,
Ja Rule got up here, but then he fell down here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And Fat Joe just been hovering around here the whole time with the records and everything. Every couple years, Fat Joe come back with a hit record type of thing.
A dance record and get shit going.
And from eras though, we got the deep cover, the deep cover twin shit with Big Pun. That whole early Terror Squad era, we got the lean back era with Remy Ma before she went to jail era. And we got the shit he was doing right after that with the whole, I think he did shit with Ashanti too, Lil Wayne, Jennifer Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
You got all that type of shit. You got the features shit he was doing, John Blaze and all that type of shit. He got a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
Then you got some new shit.
That nigga, what, Cool Dre?
Yeah, the Cool and Dre era. The shit he doing now with Cool and Dre. Like, I don't see Ja Rule. Ja Rule got he got like 3 years of music to work from.
I know. They going there for a bag. I know Fat Joe gonna win that one, boy.
I don't see how he pulled 20 songs. I don't know.
And I ain't even beat to get the tickets. I ain't even, you know
what they doing to that? The Garden?
Mm-hmm.
It's in the Garden too. Same spot. Yeah, I don't know. I think they should have did it at probably Barclays or something. Cause after, like, how do you do that after? It's like going on, and it's like you going on set after DMX. Like,
I know.
It's like, how do you do that? Like,
when it's supposed to be? When is it again? This Tuesday. So they doing it again on the Tuesday.
This Tuesday. That'd be dope. Okay. I want to see it. I'm interested in to see how it's gonna go. I'm interested to see who they gonna bring out. You gotta bring Remy Ma out. You gotta do Lean Back.
It'd be funny as hell. 50 Cent show up. That should be funny. You hear me?
That's interesting you say that.
They show up in the stands.
Both of them, right?
That shit be funny as hell, yo.
Nah, I don't think. Well, you talking about on stage? Or
nah, just you know how niggas like last time you seen Fat Joe, you seen Carmelo Anthony, you seen mad niggas just come through. Like it'll be funny.
What I do want to see that I wanted to see for the Locks and Dipset joint that we didn't see, because Locks and Dipset have a song together called D Block Dipset. Only problem with that was Hell Rell was on the hook. And I don't think Cam and Hell Rell fuck with each other too tough. Them niggas was in the crowd and shit. They ain't even bring them up there. That's another story. We talked about that. But if Ja Rule and Fat Joe's gonna be on stage, all they gotta do is bring Jadakiss out and they gonna be in the Garden. For the last song, just like a Gucci and Jeezy did So Icy, they could do I'm From New York.
Mm-hmm.
Shut it down.
Close it out.
Close it out with that. I like to see shit like that at the end.
The unity, right?
Yeah, because you could go all crazy. That's what, like, they went all crazy and shit, but on the Locks versus Dipset, throughout the whole battle, at the end, I would have liked to see them do the D-Block Dipset. Just as a, not as, like, this is my song, just as a closeout show type of shit. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, man.
But,
we're going to see on Tuesday, though, man.
We're going to see on Tuesday. That's gonna be a good one. We're gonna talk about that when we come back next week, man.
Right.
But I wanna introduce. We're gonna close out with the artist spotlight this week.
Oh my God!
Is my
Look
boy Vern R. Jones with Magic
playing,
Show.
Man.
Check it out.
But anyways, what you doing tonight, like?
Nothing. Probably just going to house,
Going to the house.
Yeah.
Chill. What's there to chill?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Wine.
You sound like an old auntie right now. Like,
Auntie.
yeah, for real. That's what old aunties do on Saturday nights when it's a good day out here. Like, for real. Like, I'm trying to, I'm trying to see what you're trying to do tonight.
Well, I just got out of a relationship and I just don't want to be bothered right now. I just want to chill, take it easy,
Look, being cooped up in the house under a cover like an auntie and all of that, that don't really
You really
help.
calling me an auntie?
I mean, I'm just saying like an auntie. I'm not calling you auntie, but I'm saying like let me give you a night to remember. Like,
that's what they all say.
everybody always say that, but everybody ain't magicians. I can make it like magic, like for real. Give me a chance, and you will see what will happen.
We'll see. Yeah, you're right. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna take this phone number down.
Okay.
You can put it in my phone, right?
Oh, I was about to say, are you gonna ask for the number, or
I'm
you
just
gonna
saying
take
I'm
the
a
phone?
magician.
You
I
just
just
gonna take
thought that you
the
were
phone
just
out?
going to do it though. Like, it's like,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
you can have my number. Here you go.
Man, you put it in there kind of fast. You sure this
I
ain't
gave you
a,
like 7 digits.
You're not a cop or nothing, right? Like, damn. Like, ooh, all right, cool. 979.
973.
Oh, all right.
No.
Save you as
Save me as what?
queen.
Okay.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
nice.
I mean, look. I'm gonna call you around like 5.
Okay.
It's gonna be a night to remember. It's gonna be like magic for real.
All right.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
What you pick is what you see. You pick the queen, I am your king. That's how we be. Just a flip of my wine, I'll give you all you need. You want some more? Your love is like a magic show. See the grace that spins, a magic show. I'll stop it on your love is like a magic show. I will flow just for your kiss, a magic show. I will flow. Your love is like a magic show. Baby got the slim waist with the big curve slide. Yeah. Body like a Maserati, that's a big swerve slide. Yeah. You must be wanting a magic stick. It's a big shock and you handle it. Okay. Some wine and some peaches. I'ma make you wanna sleep in. Look at them lips. You give me a kiss to show you a trick, man. Come on, me, sweetheart. You've been on my trip. This whole time we lit, man. Oh, you did not notice it. I'm a magician, you know the shit. I can make visions your happiness. Stop playing what's happening. Real talk, baby girl, you all I need. When I'm drowning from the bad vibes, you give me the air that I breathe. I'll turn your life to a dream. Turn your water to cream. You got drama, no need. I've risen for free. I'm reading your mind. I see that together we winning a lot. I got your back and you got my front. Together we taking the big shots. But playing no games, let's hurry this up. Let's get to show on the road. Tonight is a special, so take a pick. You swear it's a magic show. Read my mind, what you pick is what you see. You pick the queen, I am your king. That's how we be. Just a flip of my wine, I'll give you all you need. You want some more? Your love is like a magic show. See the grace that spins, a magic show. I'll stop it on your love is like a magic show. I will flow just for your kiss, a magic show. I will flow. Your love is like a magic show.
Tell me what you want. Do you want it doggy style or just from the front? I got a mean appetite, you looking like lunch. Just a young fly nigga and I don't stunt. Abracadabra, let's make this shit happen. We rubbing and touching and kissing and slapping. Let's sip on some potion while getting it cracking. You sucking, I'm stacking. I told you I'm packing. She thought I was lacking, man, never that. But I dropped my magic in a Jimmy hat. But she ripped that off and said, give me that. I could've swore that she said she wasn't into that. Yeah, she getting nasty. She a freak, but she still keep it classy. We take a shot at that Henny, then on to the Remy, we trashy. This is my shot and I wanted it past me. I told her, let's make a movie. I be rolling up the Zao while she do me. Then this bitch get wetter than a jacuzzi. The sky is the limits. Baby girl, don't you be timid. Stick with the game, cause you know that we winning. Like a magician, I'm going, I finish. She got a bad bitch walk. She got them curves, I'm holding on tight. I'm about to shine, so turn off the lights. 5 rounds, then we call it a night. She love that magic stick. I said you can have this shit. She wanna suck on the dick. Just don't make me grab your well.
Read my mind, what you pick is what you see. You pick the queen, I am your king. That's how we be. Just a flip of my wine, I'll give you all you need. You want some more? Your love is like a man.